Good morning, y'all. It is about 6:15 in the morning here in Alabama. The sun's just now rising. Um, there you go. It hasn't come over the mountain yet, but it's almost. I got kittens on that side of the porch that's running amok first thing in the morning. They've been fed and taken care of, and so anyways, I did do a live last night, and y'all, sometimes doing lives are harder than doing these videos because I do have comments coming in, and I'm trying to answer what few comments or whatever anybody's got to say, and my mind's going this way, and this way. Well, what do I say next? So yeah, sometimes it's harder to do a live than it is just doing a video like what I'm doing right now. It's absolutely beautiful here. I'm just going to make this just short and sweet this morning. And I do plan on, Lord willing, maybe later on sometime today, doing a makeup video for those that really like me doing makeup videos. But we went to a yard sale, estate sale, or something like that the past week or so. And while there, and I know this was at an estate sale, I came across a couple of books, gardening books and other kind of books. And I got this right here. I don't know if any of y'all own one of these, but it's just a Moments of Peace from Psalms. I love the Psalms. And reflections on God's gifts and encouragement, love, and power. So this is what I read this morning. And you see how short it is, so I'm just going to share it with you. And sometimes just reading a small little something gets your wheels turning. So I'm going to read this. Like I said, it's real short. I can have that read in probably 2 minutes. And it comes from Psalm 83, verse 1. Of course, this is not the King James translation, but it is pretty much the gist. I've already done the comparisons. And it says, "O God, do not sleep. Do not be still. Do not be quiet." And then it goes on to say, "Why is it at times God appears to be altogether quiet? Even though you are seeking Him wholeheartedly, why does it seem He's gone completely silent?" Friend, you desire to hear God, and that's wonderful. However, there are times when His silence will do more to grow your faith than anything else. That's because you must continue to do as He instructed and exercise your trust without any outside encouragement. It's difficult, but you can depend on His trustworthy character and lean on His truth, love, and grace. Take heart. He's still working on your behalf, and when He sees how much, and when you see how much He's done for you, it'll speak volumes to your soul. So yeah, it's very true. Very true. You know, sometimes we feel like we are beating our head against a brick wall with our personal trials and tribulations and our everyday problems that we have to deal with. You know, like, dear Lord, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And sometimes we just need to stop and let Him. So if y'all can relate, great. I hope you can. Those little kittens over there, they're just all over the place. Goodness gracious. And then sometimes even simple things like getting rid of kittens is, you feel like, dear Lord, help me get rid of these kittens. I'm just using something very simple, something that's seems so irrelevant. But God He's even concerned about me getting rid of those kittens, y'all. That's 4 kittens Baby, Allie, and Ajax. I don't need that many cats. So yeah, I've been asking him, dear Lord, please, they need a forever home. And I've done everything I know to do. I've posted on social media. I've told my friends and families, hey, if y'all know anybody that needs kittens or wants a kitten, let me know. So I've done everything I know to do. Now I just have to wait on him. And it seems like he's being silent and nothing's going on. That's just a very simple little thing that I'm dealing with. But yeah, it's just like that. You feel like sometimes with whatever else that's on a different level, like the kittens, they're way down here. That's one problem. And then we've got other things, and then we've got big things, and then sometimes you feel like you're just beaten. What else am I supposed to do? What else? And I think it's at that moment God wants me, us, you, to wait on him. Because sometimes when it seems like he's being silent and nothing's happening, that's when I believe he's working the most. So, inhale, exhale, and let God take care of whatever you're dealing with. And when we sometimes do this, and sometimes maybe this is why we have things we deal with on a daily basis. Excuse me. He wants us to wait on him. But when we reflect over our past trials that we've been through, and we wondered, I'm doing everything I know to do. I don't know what else to do. And when you truly give it all to him, that's when he comes through. And that's when the breaking point finally happens. So, just a bit of encouragement this morning. Whatever you might be dealing with, give it to God. He will work out everything for our best, and we just got to trust him. And although sometimes in the midst of whatever problems and trials we are dealing with, it's tough, and we all know it. But it's okay. We got to keep believing his word, especially Romans 8:28, where he says, all things work together for good to those that love God, for those who are the called according to his purpose. He's working it out, y'all. We got to trust him. So there's what I wanted to say this morning. And, you know, I need encouragement too. So if you've got some encouragement, throw it back to me, because the kittens is down on the very bottom as far as, got these little gnats biting me right now, those little black gnats. So if there's something you can throw back, not just encouraging me in comments, but others also read comments, tell us how God is working for you too, and what he's done for you. So, and there's the sun, just like that. And he is a light to our pathway. And that sun is proof of that. So keep on trusting, keep believing, keep praying, and don't give up. Whatever you're dealing with, don't give up. He's got it. Nobody else does but him. So I'm going to get on with the remainder of my day. Probably go to the Amazon store sometime this morning. I may get out there in the garden and go see if I can do a little bit out there before we go to the Dollar Day. Would love to hear back from you. And y'all take care, and we'll talk to you later.